Good morning, everyone. We have the distinct honor of introducing our first speaker, Anna Munie. Today, Anna is completing project number 6, Vocal Variety, from the Competent Communication Manual. This project focuses on how we speak, which is quite a complex task if you think of your voice as being an instrument. A voice encompasses speech rate, volume, pitch, and inflection, speaking itself, and pausing. So for the speaker, this breathes life into our words. The storyteller gets our audience to engage their sense of hearing as they visualize the story. As you listen today, please provide feedback on Anna's ability to communicate different emotions and points of emphasis using proper cadence and rhythm. She wants to make sure she's not rushing or she's forgetting to pause, but also being able to clearly delineate and differentiate the points of her speech. So Madam Timer, please give us 5 to 7 minutes today, typical speech time. So as you watch today's speech, enjoy and listen. Please give a warm welcome to Anna Munie with her speech, The Sights and Sounds of Skydiving. Anna Munie.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm here to beguile everyone into jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. Why would you want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane? Because it's amazing. Seriously. I have done this on not one occasion, but 2 occasions actually, and I would be certified if I had enough money to do so. It is impossible in 5 to 7 minutes to truly describe the experience of skydiving, but through the use of sights and sounds, I'm going to give it my best shot. The skydiving experience begins with your arrival at the skydiving location. Immediately, you're assaulted by all kinds of different sensory experiences the minute you step out of your car. Colored parachutes are already floating down throughout the sky because jumps are usually going on throughout the day every 30 minutes or so. Wide open green spaces filled with people. Because let's be honest, who really wants to skydive into a big section of trees? So most skydiving locations are held in big wide open fields. And also the sensory experience is never complete without the different types of conversation going on between your experienced skydivers and your people like me that were there for the first time. Your experienced skydivers are sitting back, cracking their chute. What up, dude? Whereas the nervous people are getting out of their cars going, well, I think this is going to be fun, and yeah, and I think it'll be fine, and it looks safe. No, nobody's fallen down yet, so I think we're okay. And where's the parachute, and what does it look like? So once they get all of us nervous people kind of segregated into the right area, there's the suiting up portion of skydiving, and this begins with signing a waiver. Not too bad. Everybody's signed a waiver before. So yep. They take no responsibility for death, dismemberment, or plunging to your death. What? Okay, so it's a little bit different waiver than potentially you're used to. I will say that it is worth becoming a certified skydiver just to not have to put on the flight suit that is there for us first-timers. Let's just say that hot pink and blue spandex is not a good look for me, and I would get certified just to be able to choose my own attire. There is quite a bit of training that goes into the skydiving. They get you all in a circle, and there's very proper positioning on how you need to be, how you get out of the plane, what your position is when you get out of the plane. And this is all given by extremely experienced personnel who obviously have done this quite a few times because they're stating words like jump at 13,000 feet and 120 miles per hour and 60 seconds of free fall in what basically amounts to a monotone and kind of the voice you'd expect to get out of a McDonald's drive-thru, even though you're talking about jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. But the experience is obviously not even complete or even close to being complete until they beguile you to get into that plane and take off. And the sights and sounds when you get up in the air are, again, something, to be honest, that's very hard to describe. I'd like to give you a quick reference point. My skydiving experience was in Brooklyn, Michigan, which is near Michigan International Speedway. So we're up in the air, we're not even close to actually jumping height yet. And my instructor, this is a tandem jump, so my instructor's strapped to my back and we have a dual parachute, says, hey, if you look out that window, you can see Michigan International Speedway. Keep in mind, this is a 2-mile speedway that I believe seats 100,000 people or something close to that. So I'm looking for this big, massive structure as we're flying over. I could have covered it with my hand. It was that small. 2 miles track was about this big, and we weren't even to jump height yet. So there's your reference point. It's loud. It's cold. That jump plane is basically a flying gas can with a big bench in the middle that literally gets people 13,000 feet in the air, throws them out, and then comes back down. So creature comforts aren't really necessarily high. So you're sitting in there, your instructor's trying to tell you last-minute instructions, but again, let's remember, it's pretty cold and it's pretty loud. So you're trying to listen to someone going, when the door opens, make sure you remember, what? So, you know, you're a little nervous going up, I won't lie. And then the jump itself. The jump itself is what we've been waiting for. And when that door opens, everything happens extremely fast. That door opens, people are moving out, you go up the bench, the wind's blowing in your face, you can't even hear yourself talk, that guy's going out, that guy's hanging from the wing of the plane, how the hell did he get there? That guy's gone, now the guy in front of you's gone, oh, there goes my husband, okay, I'm next. Side note 1, my instructor decided it was not only good enough to jump out of the plane, we flipped out of the plane. Oh. Second side note, a lot of people don't want to skydive because they say it's a carnival type or roller coaster type stomach drop. Absolutely not. It is the smoothest feeling, I swear to God, you will ever see. Extremely smooth to jump out of that plane. But now we're in the air, now we're falling, and it's really cold, and am I breathing, am I breathing? No, I'm not breathing because it's too cold, and we're going 120 miles an hour, and is this really 60 seconds? And there's my instructor, and he's got the timer, and it's time to pull the chute. Silence. When you pull that parachute, dead silence. I'm not talking about the type of silence from us sitting here in this room and not talking. I'm not talking about the type of silence from going out 20 miles from a town and standing in the woods. The only type of silence that you can experience at 5,000 feet, where it's just you, your instructor, and the parachute. And the next 15 minutes is the most peaceful 15 minutes you will ever experience, because it's just you, the sky, and your parachute. So skydiving is truly the most adrenaline-filled, as well as the most peaceful experience that you can have in one day and in one experience. And I guarantee you that if you have the courage to try it, the first words out of your mouth when your feet hit the ground will be, when can we do this again? Thank you.